It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Lawrence will throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Lawrence. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Eagles 0. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one swung out to Williams. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Complete to Javonte Williams.
Rip, 23.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Lawrence going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, 63. Hey, thumbs up, alert.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Runs through the contact. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3rd down and 1. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Broncos 21, Eagles nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second down, here's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
What is this?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Lawrence running right on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Hey, Lion!
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and wasn't going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Eagles nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Broncos first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims from 21 yards away.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Eagles nothing. Will Lutz
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
On 1st down, Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
In motion left is Watkins.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Chris Watkins.
30 yards.
And the Eagles are able to at least get one score back. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's in a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Being chased out left. pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Take right open.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Shoves him aside. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as This one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. This one out quickly to Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles!
Chris Watkins
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure that his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's complete to Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but it's self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
73.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
On red.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Red on red.
And they take a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going